In life, some friendships feel unbreakable, dreaming the same dreams, chasing the same future. But what happens when one moment, one decision takes them down different paths? This is the story of Esi and Akua, two best friends whose bond was strong until ambition, rejection, and pride tested everything they believed in. Sometimes, all it takes is one opportunity, and how you handle it to change your destiny forever. In the bustling towns of Cape Coast, two young women, Esi and Akua, were inseparable. From childhood through to university, their bond was unbreakable. They sat on the same pew in church every Sunday, prepared watches together in their hostel room, and shared the same dream: to build a tech company that would solve real problems in Ghana. In their final year at the University of Cape Coast, an opportunity came unexpectedly. A man named Mr. Tete, a middle-aged entrepreneur from Accra, visited their campus during a student innovation fair. He represented a small, little-known firm that specialized in logistics and digital tracking. Most students ignored him, heading straight for the multinational booths. But Esi and Akua saw an opening. Clutching a rough prototype of their logistics tracking app, they approached Mr. Tete, babbling with excitement. But as they finished explaining, the man looked unimpressed. "You people think every idea is a revolution," he said coldly. "This is nothing new." Akua's pride was wounded. "Then why are you even here?" she snapped. "Wasting people's time." She stormed off, fuming. But Esi stayed behind. With calm humility, she smiled and said, "Maybe it's not new, but we believe it can be better with the right guidance. I would like to still learn from you. Please, can I reach out sometime?" Mr. Tete raised an eyebrow. "You want to learn from someone who has just dismissed your idea?" "Yes," Esi said softly, "because I'm more interested in growing." He nodded slowly. "Here, my card. Email me after school." Akua landed a decent job at a local bank in Accra 2 years later. She expected Esi to do something similar, maybe even something better with her tech skills. So she was shocked to hear Esi had accepted a secretary position at Mr. Tete's struggling company in Accra. "You?" Akua scoffed on the call. "Working as his assistant? Esi, that man disrespected us. His company is so tiny, no real prospects. You deserve better." But Esi calmly replied, "Maybe, but he gives me space to learn. I'm watching how deals are made, how meetings are run. This is where I need to be." Akua thought her friend was wasting her talent until everything changed. By their 4th year after school, Mr. Tete's company had exploded in growth. Thanks to a new government contract and a partnership with an international firm, the once small business was now handling major logistical projects across West Africa. And everywhere he went, South Africa, Dubai, China, even the UK, Esi was right beside him. Now a special projects manager, no longer a secretary. Her name appeared in industry magazines. Photos of her boarding flights and standing in conference hall flooded LinkedIn. Meanwhile, Akua began feeling a sharp sting of regret. One evening, as the sun dipped below the Takrady skyline, Akua sat by her window, laptop open, eyes tired. She had just finished another long shift at the bank. Her screen lit up with an incoming video call. Esi. Esi appeared, beaming, seated in a luxurious hotel suite in Dubai. The contrast between their worlds was impossible to ignore. Akua forced a smile. "Wow, look at you, still globe-trotting, I see." Esi laughed lightly. "Oh, only till Thursday. Mr. Tete is meeting a group of investors. I'm just tagging along and taking notes, as always." There was a pause. Then Akua lowered her voice. "I'm happy for you, Esi. I really am. But part of me wonders, why didn't I stay that day? Why didn't I just swallow my pride and listen? Maybe I should have been the one traveling too." Esi's smile faded into a look of deep empathy. She leaned closer to the screen. Akua, you're brilliant. You've always been. But that day, you just reacted differently. You stood your ground, and I chose to stay. I guess that small difference took us down very different roads. Akua looked down, her fingers tracing the rim of her mug. There was silence. Then Esi continued gently, her voice soft but steady. But I haven't forgotten who you are. You still have what it takes, Akua. Everything. Don't ever doubt that. Just remember, sometimes the door that looks too small or too rough leads to the biggest room. You just have to be willing to walk through it. Akua blinked, fighting back tears. Out of recognition, she nodded slowly. Thank you, Esi. And so, while one friend traveled the world, sitting in boardrooms and learning the language of global business, the other sat at a desk, wondering what could have happened if only she had stayed, if only she had listened. Their friendship endured, but the path they chose on that day shaped the rest of their lives. Because sometimes the difference between rising and remaining lies not in ability, but in attitude. Never let pride make decisions your future self will regret. Now let us ask you, have you ever walked away from something that could have changed your life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if this story spoke to you, don't forget to like the video so others can find it too.